Hi YouTube, this is Felicia with Bible Scraps and welcome to my bucket of buttons. I know it's empty right now, but by the end of this video, let's see how full it is. Okay, so how do you guys store your buttons? A lot of my buttons are still in the same original container. These buttons and a lot of my buttons come from Tuesday morning. And by the way, they stay stocked throughout the year with buttons. But I am off my button binge. So I won't be needing buttons for a long time. And they're just like in the way. I have them stored in the original container. I've had them stored since this morning in some mason jars, but I've already dumped those in another bin. And I have these were stored in the garage. This is a cute little bird cage I got from the thrift store some time ago. And I also store buttons in these little tin pails. But they're like in the way. And so this morning I started putting them in little Ziploc bags to put in a larger Ziploc bag. And then I thought, no, I don't want to do that. So what can I do? I had the brilliant idea, dump them all in a bucket. So that's what I'm going to do. And so I actually got started this morning with this pail here that I picked up from Target last year. I got like 6 of these. And so I do have more, but I want them all in one centralized place. And as you can see, this is filled to the brim with buttons. So this pail wasn't going to work. Then I remembered, okay, I have this pail I picked up from Michael's last year. Why not use it? So you guys, I wanted to share this experience with you. I have to tell you, it's going to be difficult putting some other buttons in this container. I'll talk to you in a second why. But in the meantime, enjoy the sound of buttons. Ah! Oh my goodness. Look at all those buttons. Oh my goodness. You know what? I felt that mason jars are great. And you can buy very large mason jars. And it just reminds, us of being at grandma's house, seeing her jars full of buttons. But then I thought a bucket is really nice too, because it does give that old feel. And this one came from Michael's and is whitewashed, so it looks kind of old. It's just something nostalgic about it. And then I thought too, using a bucket of this size with a wide diameter, you could easily sift through buttons and find what you want. So I'm really loving the idea of storing my buttons in a bucket. Okay, so I have other buttons that I am going to add to this mixture. These are my brown buttons. Oh, I just love these. And you know what? This is therapeutic as well. You just want to sit down and do something, or you want to hear the sound of buttons. This is really cool to just pick it up and just sift through it and see what you have in there. Okay, so I'm thinking about adding my gems, but I'm not going to be too quick to do that because I might have a smaller bin for just my gems. And I'm loving this because this is going to save so much space in my craft room. Now, one of these, you know what? I think I might reserve these because I do store embellishments and such by color. So you guys missed it. I thought I was filming when I threw in my clear buttons. They're all mixed in here now. I thought I was filming it, but I had them in a Ziploc bag. But I was talking about how difficult it is for me to mix certain things together. But I'll come back to that. I just wanted to show you, I do store things by color as well. I got this idea from Stacy Julian. And these are locker storage containers. And so my brown buttons, at least one of them, I think I'm going to add to my brown storage container. Okay, so buttons like these, and some of you guys might have these because they came from Tuesday Morning. They're not just your ordinary button. You see how some buttons have letters on it, and look at that texture on those buttons, and look at that one. I'm struggling with wanting to add these buttons in there. So I don't know. I also have these in pink somewhere. No, these are the pink ones. I have them in blue. So I may not add those. And then these buttons here. I have a lot of buttons that are still in the packaging. I got these from Napa Valley. My husband and I, we vacationed there a couple years ago for our anniversary. These were all a nickel. And so I still have these. And then I have these buttons here. And these are all sewing type buttons, and they're still in the packaging. Well, I thought about having a separate bin to add these buttons with these type of buttons. So I don't know. What do you guys think I should do? Okay, so maybe I will add, because it's all about adding all the buttons in here, right? These are the bigger buttons from Tuesday Morning, and I got these a couple years ago, but they actually have some buttons this size. I didn't see any in this shape, but they're in polka dot or another pattern. I didn't pick any up because I thought they were too expensive. These were $5. The ones they have now, I think, are like $6, and so I didn't pick any up. But yeah, I think I'm going to add those. The only buttons for sure I know that I will not be adding are my novelty buttons. And those are the buttons like my sweet treat buttons and sewing buttons. And they come in different themes. I know for a fact I won't be adding those. So this next pack I'm going to add came from Tuesday Morning too. They're by Buttons Galore and More. And these are the 4th of July Day colors. Add that in there. I just love the sound of that. And I am going to add these baby color buttons in here. Okay, just loving the sound. So therapeutic. Once again, if you have nothing to do and you just want to relax, play in your buttons, okay? So I also, oh, this has some brown in it. But you know what? I'm going to add it in. Ah! That pink and brown is so pretty. I don't know. And you see how easy that just got lost in there? That's the one reason why I was apprehensive about doing that. But once again, it's going to be fun just to sit and sift. Okay, and let me add in a brown. I think I added in one of those already. You know what? What the heck? I'm going to go ahead and add this one in. All the buttons. You know what's missing? Some bling. Bling buttons are missing. Okay, so I'm going to add this one in. Some baby blue colors. Oh, wow. They just really get lost up in there. And I think I'm going to add more brown. You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and add all my brown. I'm loving the idea of playing in these buttons. Woohoo! Okay, so my gems I had in these containers, I will put those in little Ziploc bags or sandwich size Ziploc bags and just have those to the side, out the way. But before I do that, I have decided I am going to add these buttons in. Why not, right? Go ahead and just put them in there. Mix them all in, loving it. So if you're wondering what novelty buttons look like, there are buttons like these. These are buttons that have shanks. Some don't though, like the word love. But novelty buttons are just decorative type buttons. Buttons that come in different shapes and different themes. Like you see there, I have a lot of different theme of novelty buttons. And I'm not going to add these. I just couldn't do it. So I will store those elsewhere. And if you guys have any ideas on what I can or how I can use these, I might just throw them out because they take up space, which is the reason why I wanted to add all my buttons in a centralized place. But any ideas on what to do with these, let me know. And I hope you guys have enjoyed my bucket of buttons. The sound of buttons sounds so good. And I thank you guys for watching. Do have a blessed day.